like the word called as a sacre, S-A-C-R. Sacre means that called as a holy, isn't it? And the headwords we have made like sacred, or you talk about sacrifice, sacrilege, consecrate, or you talk about desecrate, uh, or you talk about sanctuary, sanctity, and sanctify. All these words which are known as sacred. Here sanctity also I pointed, sanctify or sanctity. So sacrosanct means called as a pure, isn't it? If you look into that part, the synonym of sacrosanct is what? Hallowed. Hallowed, hallowed, isn't it? Hallowed, or you talk about sanctimonious. Sanctimonious is also called as same as sacrosanct. And D, which is called as a transcendental. So when you talk about transcendental, trans means what? Beyond. The meaning of trans is called as a beyond, like transgender, transformation, transgression, isn't it? Trans means beyond. So here transcendental is called as a going beyond human's knowledge. In that case, something which is called as a spiritual on that case. Sacrosanct means pure, it means the opposite would be what? Impure, impious, right? Pious and impious, so which is called as a not holy. So the answer should be what? Option B, isn't it? Now coming to the second one is called as a consenting, right? Now when you talk about consenting, con means we know with or together, and descend is called as a down, isn't it? So here if I talk about consenting, we need to find out the antonym of it. The appropriate one will be obsequious, right? Because did you find out that obsequious? No? So if I talk about consenting, the means what you would find out is called as a disdainful. First one, we know that the word disdainful is called as a the same as consenting. Now disdain means what? Disliking, disheartened, isn't it? So if I talk about the next one, senescent. Senescent is the word taken from the word called as a sen, S-E-N, senile, seniority. Sen or senile means old. The root word of sen is called as old, senior or senile. Then senescent is called as old. Then similar to that, you also find out insidious. Insidious means what? The word insidious is taken from sid, S-I-D, right? Insidious is generally known as what you can say, that something which is causing harm, right? Insidious. In that case, if I observe the other one, that called as a humble. Humble will be okay, because humble is called as somebody who is having the humility, right? Polite in nature, isn't it? Whereas disdainful, disliking, hatred nature, and condescending. So these are nothing but known as a negative. The positive is called as a, what is that? Humble, right or not? Understood my point? Coming to the next one, acidus. When I talk about acidus, we know that sid is something called as a harm in nature. But if I look into this particular one, acidus is generally referring to what? Somebody who is diligent and hardworking in nature. Acidus, right? Because OUS is called as a full up, acid is called as a laborious. In that case, sid means laborious. So in that case, acidus is called as somebody who is what you can say, that hardworking and laborious in nature. Yes. So we could go with the word called as a slothful. Slothful means someone who is a lazy. Somebody who is a lazy. So that would be the appropriate one, because other words, like if you talk about sentient, sentient is generally coming out from the word called as a scent, or called as a senses, right? Like somebody who feel or somebody who see through the senses. somebody who feel or somebody who see through the senses. So therefore we could say that acidus is a diligent and hardworking, but sentient cannot, because sentient is a feeling. Similar to that, we know C, senile. Senile is nothing but old, right? And soporific. Soporific is taken from the word called as SOP. Soap. Soap means sleepy, right? In that case, soporific is sleepy also. The only one word left is called as a slothful, is a lazy one, which is the appropriate opposite word of it. Right. Now, coming to the next portion, 4 to 6, that ask us to do the synonym in nature, right? Synonym questions. So, like I said that what is that? Convivial. We understood the word convivial comes with the word called as a which means together. Convivial is called as a sociable or together in nature, right? So, in that case, if I look into the word enigmatic, sectarian, perspicacious and sociable, if I say enigmatic, enigmatic cannot be, because enigmatic is the word which is called as enter the mysterious, and you can say that something which is very difficult, right? Even enigmatic can be called as a mysterious in nature, you can say. Whereas the other one, sectarian, sectarian is sect, section by differentiation, sector. So in that case, sectarian is called as a difference between political and religion, right? So that could be called as a sectarian. Then third is called as a perspicacious. So generally perspicacious is the word taken from spec or speak. Spec or speak. So spec or speak means something that you can see clearly and something that you can understand. Right? Perspicacious. So in that case, speak and spec. Spec means spectacle. To see something clearly, speak is called as something that you understand clearly. Perspectively, yes. So in that case, did you see that how root word helps you to draw the answer? So perspicacious is something that you understand quickly. Yes, yes. So the last one which we left here, sociable, will be appropriate. Like I said, convivial is called as a sociable, which is appropriate in this. Next is called as a sinus. If I talk about the word sinus, sinus is what you can say that something which have many curves. Curves. Something that you have many curves is called as a sinus, right? The word which we find out is called as a tortuous. Tortuous, isn't it? Taut, contort, distort. Taut means twist or change. Taut means twist or change. So in that case, tortuous is generally called as a full of changes, right? Whereas sinus is called as having many curves, having many changes, So that is correct with the tortuous. But if I talk about other words like consonant, son, son, son means sound, sonoric, isn't it? Sony. So consonant is called as a consonant sound. We say no, vowel sound and consonant sound. So consonant is a sound which has no link with the sinus, and consequent. So seq, sequence. Sequence means flow, right? So consequent, that generally refers to result. Consequently, result. Then the third one which we find out is called as a versatile. So when we talk about versatile, it's indicating that words, right? Variety of quality you have, versatile in nature. Like you can say Amitabh Bachchan is a versatile actor. When you say versatile actor, it indicates about that what he could play many types of character in a play or a movie. So versatile. That cannot be, but tortuous would be appropriate when you talk about sinus, isn't it? Synonym in nature. Both have the same kind of a nature. Patent, we know that patent is generally known as officially approved something. Patent, we say when you do the research, you do something new. So patent is something which is called as a very clear or obvious. Very clear or obvious. So in that case, we can say that can it be superfluous? No. Flu is called as a flow. Superfluous is generally known as something which is excessively flow of something. Superfluous. Then transient, trans means beyond. So transient can also known as a temporary. Then sophisticated, we know that Sophie is called as a knowledge. Sophisticated is called as somebody who is advanced knowledge. And conspicuous, so we know that speak is clearly doing something. So conspicuous is somebody who is easy to see or easy to noticeable, isn't it? So, something that you clearly understand. Conspic. Now here are con means what? Together, no? Speak means what? Clearly see something or understand something. OUS is what? Full of. Got my point? What I am trying to do is nothing but circumfixation. Under the affixation, circumfixation, where I find out which one is the prefix, which one is the root, which one is the suffix. In that case, I find out the prefix is called as what is that? Con. What is the root? Speak. What is the suffix? OUS. What are the meaning of it? That called as together the things that we notice clearly. Conspicuous, isn't it? So therefore, if I talk about patent and conspicuous, it means something that you find out truthful, something that you find out with the clarity, isn't it? So patent and conspicuous both have the same meaning, same kind of a meaning. Synonymous is not that what exactly you find out the same. You find out something which is relevant or not. Am I clear? So conspicuous and patent, on the basis of that we try to match it. Patent something which is trustworthy. Patent is something which is truthful. Patent is something which is obvious. Right? Verified. So conspicuous is something that we clearly see. Isn't it? But if I talk about superfluous, transient and sophisticated, nowhere it matches. Okay. Hope you understood this. Coming to the next one, which is called as an analogy based question. Analogy. So here we find out supercilious, arrogant. When we say that supercilious and arrogant both have nothing but the negative in nature and they both are synonym to each other. Supercilious means proudy, right? Arrogant means ahankar, we call it, isn't it? Now in that case, we find out vituperative, abusive, venal, corrupt, obsequious, cringing and equivocal, unwavering. Obviously, we will go for the word that does not exhibit. Question is does not exhibit. So D would be the appropriate, because you say equivocal. Equivocal means what? Neutral. Equi means equal. Equi का मतलब क्या है? Equal. So vogue का मतलब क्या होता है? To speak. Isn't it? Like I said, vociferous, vocabulary, then after convocation, vogue means to speak. Equivocal means called as equally you say. It means neither you go against nor you biased. Right? So, nor you for nor you against. It means what? It clearly indicates that what? You are in a neutral situation. That's what is known as equivocal. Got my point? So, if I say equivocal, unwavering means what? Someone who is not changing, unchanging, right? But unchanging in the sense what? He goes with the truth. He feels that whatever is true, he goes with it. Unwavering, unchanging, or becoming, going into one side. That could be pointing unwavering. So equivocal and unwavering both can be called as opposite to each other. So cannot be called as a synonym in nature. Because if I talk about other words, vituperative and abusive. Vituperative का मतलब क्या होता है? Vilify. Vituperative, vilify, negative in nature. Abusive is what? Negative. Second one is called as venal and corrupt. Venal means corruption. Politician do the corrupt. Then obsequious and cringing. So obviously if you talk about cringing, So you find out that something which is important, and obsequious is called as something that you see that is important, right? So in that case, only option left is called as equivocal and unwavering. We could also say that equivocal in nature of what, very confusing. Why you are confusing? Because you neither say yes nor you say no, right? Confusing, ambiguous. Whereas unwavering is called as a one side, right? Okay, coming to the next one, question number 8. It says transgression and violation. Obviously, somebody who goes beyond the rule is called as violation. So both are synonym in nature. We could say option D would be appropriate because it doesn't go with it. Convert and pervert. Convert means change, pervert means ridiculous, stupidity. So, whereas vertigo, giddiness cannot be. Vertigo, giddiness means chakkar khana, or you can say that uh, vertigo is called as a kind of disease, right? So, and giddiness also same. Sometimes what happened? Your head turns vertigo, right? Then sanguineness and buoyancy. When we say that sanguineness and buoyancy, both are also same. You can say uh, generally sang is called as a same blood, right? And buoyancy is also called as a means happy together, right? Or spiritually, isn't it? Sanguineness and buoyancy both indicate nothing but merriment, cheerful, mirthful, right? I'm just adding more synonyms into it, right? Then next one is called as a vicissitude and a change. Obviously vicissitude means called as a mutability. Vicissitude का मतलब क्या होता है? Mutability. Mutability means change, right? So that's why option D should be the answer. Coming to the question number 9, we say intimidate and daunt. When I say that intimidate, the root word is called as a team. Team means timorous, timidity, intimidation, right? Team means fear. So intimidate means causing fear. Daunt means also same, make someone afraid, right? So the answer should be C, subvert and surrender. Why subvert and surrender? Vert means change, vertigo, right? Convert. So, but if you talk about aver, and affer means called as a conform, affirmation, averration. So confirmation, or the root is called as a ver here. Verify, truthful, ver. So subvert and surrender both have the same. So we'll go for the subvert and surrender both have a different meaning. Devour and consume both are the same, because devour is called as a voracious. Voracious means what? To have food, right? And consume. So in that case, consume means khana, right? Consume food. Voracious is also eat a lot. So devour and consume is